So this is the CiviCRM home screen, and this is what you'll see each time that you log into your site and click through to view CiviCRM. Depending on your setup, some of this will be seen. Some of you will see this as soon as you log in. Other people may have to click through, follow a link to CiviCRM and be taken to this page. But once you're in this page, these are the kind of like standard elements that you'll see. So there's first of all the CiviCRM menu, which runs across the top of the screen, and from the menu here you can start doing different things within CiviCRM. So within the contacts menu you can add new contacts, contributions, managing payments and payment records, events, managing event records, mailings, setting up bulk mailings. Don't worry too much about the detail at the moment, we'll be coming back to each of these in turn. As you go into your own system, you may find that you won't see as many of these options because they'll be turned off, you won't be using these features, or also these things are permission driven. So if you don't have permission to see events in your own system, you won't see the events menu. You'll just see sort of like the features there that you'll be using on a regular basis, and these permissions can be set either by your local administrator or by your provider, by us. So yeah, that's the menu, and we'll be coming back to these things in more detail during the different tutorials. This little logo here, that's the blue and green CiviCRM logo, little overlapping triangles. As you're working through CiviCRM and you're clicking in and out of different pages, if you hit the blue logo, you'll be bounced back to the CiviCRM homepage. So that's a standard kind of CiviCRM feature. And hidden away in the corner here is the quick search toolbar if you want to quickly look up contact records. Again, we'll be looking at that in more detail very soon. So when I'm on the CiviCRM homepage, what I'm shown is also known as the dashboard, and by default you're shown a list of resources for managing your CiviCRM system and a list of news and blog posts from the CiviCRM website. Might not be particularly interesting or relevant to your role, so at any point you can configure your dashboard, the links there, and you can swap out these lists, and you can bring in mini reports that relate to the work that you do with CiviCRM. So if I click on configure dashboard, I can drag and drop the news block and the resources block out and say I work managing events for an organisation. I can bring in the latest event participants list, so that's people that have signed up to recent events. Or if I'm managing donations and fundraising, then I can bring in a contribution summary list. Bring those down, and these are based on reports that have been built within the system. Again, we'll look at reports later, so you'll be able to configure these things for yourself, for your own system, and for the users that you're working with. Click done, and that automatically updates. So now I've got a list of event participants and their status within the event, and I've got a summary of fundraising over the past 11 years. But this is dummy data, so this isn't real life data from an actual site. So yeah, and you can drag and drop those out to reflect how you interact with the system, the data that's important to you, and you can be developing that as you go along. So you can be developing new reports at any time, or one of your administrators can, and they can be made available for the dashboard.